new, I tend to ramble and I tend to skip from one topic to the next. ADHD ole ole. I feel I need to explain that today. It is. Why do I have a sweaty upper lip? Really? Well, hello my lovely nestlings and welcome to my channel. If you are new, welcome. My name is Nikki. I'm 44 from the Netherlands, hence the accent. And today, finally, a playing with makeup, a face-off with not one, but two friends here on the internet. And it is just, it's been a while and I'm very excited to do this video. Now let me first explain what a face-off is. If a face-off is basically the same thing as a palette bingo, in where you just draw 5 shades with a random generator, but we all have the same shades and we all need to create a look with those shades, so we're kind of facing off against each other, you know. The idea was not thought of by me though. It was thought of by Danielle Schmidt. I will leave her video or her I will leave her channel down below as well. My very first face off was with her and it was a series that she did, or still does, I believe, on her channel. She's not as active on YouTube now as she was back then. But do go check her out because she is very, very sweet and talented. So yeah, we are doing a face-off and we are doing a face-off with the Lucky Bunny Envy palette. And if you are new, I tend to ramble and I tend to skip from one topic to the next. ADHD ole ole. I feel I need to explain that today. Just so you know. But yeah, the Lucky Bunny Envy palette. And Lucky Bunny Cosmetics is an Australian indie brand, just new. This was her first palette. I have done a bunch of videos on this. I will link them down below. I also recently got a code with her, so that is very exciting. It's Nikki10. It's not affiliated, but it will save you some money if you decide to use my code. That is. I was actually the one who drew the shades. I don't know if that was a good idea, but yeah, I will... I will show you the shades that I drew in just a second, but first let me kind of tell you about who I'm collaborating with, because that's also kind of important, I think. I'm collaborating with my dear friend here on the internet, Leorah. If you follow me, you will have heard about her. And I think a lot of you actually do follow her as well, but I know that I also have a bunch of new people, so definitely go check out my friend Leorah. She lives in Israel. She should be sainted because she has 7 children. She's a makeup artist, a working makeup artist, and she posts, I think she posts every day now. So I don't know where she got the time. I know she gets up very, very early. So yeah, definitely go check her out. She is so sweet. She is so talented. She doesn't only do makeup videos, but she also does her head wrap tutorials. She does Will I Buy It style videos, or Let's Talk Makeup style videos, and product reviews. She does a lot. Definitely go check her out and tell her that I sent you. Then the next friend that we are collaborating with is a new friend for me. Her name is Jessica and her channel name is Jess Ellen Vlogs. And she actually found me because I reviewed was it the first impression? I think it was my first impression video with the Envy palette. She found me through that, and yeah, I checked out her channel and I stuck around. She's a very small channel. She's also from Australia. She is on the PR list for Lucky Bunny Cosmetics. So she gets everything early. I get everything quick, but she gets everything right away. So definitely go check her out. And she focuses mostly on affordable makeup. And I believe also on Australian brands. So that is very good, especially if you live in Australia or just, you know, want to know what the Aussies have. She does eyeshadow review, she does looks, she does all kinds of things. Basically a lot of the things that I do here on my channel, she does as well. So definitely go check her out. Now enough with the rambling. God, it's been 4 minutes and I still haven't put any eyeshadow on my face. I'm so sorry about that. Or not. If you're new, yeah, you can also speed me up. I don't know. I think that will be very, very funny. But you can also speed me up if you think I ramble. And if you think I ramble, yeah, it's just the way that it is. It's especially today. I need coffee. Yes. But yeah, I am all set to go. But let me show you the shades that I drew. I drew the shade Jade, which is this one. I drew the shade Trinity. Then Chastity. Where's Chastity? This one. Chloe. Oh yeah, and I need number 5. And number 5 is Destiny. This is the color story, so it's basically going to be a green look, which is kind of fun because I have been doing a lot of pink looks lately. So let me swatch it here because, yeah, there. So here's the color story. And I do have to say that I don't think it is online already, but maybe it is. I think it is online already, my review of the Greed palette. This was her first palette. The shades, the quality is very nice, especially for a first palette. Her second palette is better quality, just so you know. But yeah, basically it's going to be a green look today. Oh yeah, and as per usual, cheating is, well, almost mandatory. But we are not allowed to cheat with another eyeshadow palette. You can pull in everything as long as it's not eyeshadow. Just so you know. So I have my trusty Beige Cosmetics Duo Highlighter palette standing by. And I kind of need to show you this because she's new. Oh, I finally found another one on sale for 50% off on the Beige Cosmetics German site. And let me also just kind of plop some eyeshadows on because, yeah. What was I going to start with? I'm going to start with the color Jade. Because I think I'm going to go dark here and then put the lighter greens there and then a pop of green in the inner corner. I think something along those lines. I'm not sure though. Let's start with the color called Jade. I have already primed my eyes with the ABH eye primer. I haven't set it, but it is kind of drying down. But on the other hand, it's also pretty warm here. So let's see how I will fare. What was I saying again? Oh yeah. So, the BH Cosmetics Highlights palette that I have, I actually got, I think it was a year and a half or maybe even 2 years ago, and it was second hand then. So I don't know how old mine is, and I have really wanted a replacement. Then I saw that BH Cosmetics had a sale, so I went on the site. I couldn't find it on the US site, but I could find it on the German site. I will leave the German site down below. It was 50% off, and I'm very, very happy that I finally have a new one. And I'm going to toss the old one because I don't know how old it is. Why do I have a sweaty upper lip? Really? Because it's warm here. So yeah, studio lighting makes it pretty warm. But what can you do? So what I also said in my review of this palette was that the shadows performed best if you set your base. Well, I'm working on a non-set base now. The base I was working with then was it the Smashbox one? I think it was. But the ABH kind of dries down a little bit better on its own. And it performs better on that base. So if you have a base that kind of dries down on its own nicely, I don't know, guys, there is just something about this base that is very, very nice. And now I have a one color crease. What was my plan again? My plan was to put that in the inner corner. Theoretically, I could do a halo eye, but I don't really like doing halo eyes. So yeah, there is that. Do I want to build it up more? I think I do. Let me get a smaller brush. I feel like I'm all over the place more than I usually am. If that is even a thing, you know. I'm going to build it up a little bit more, but I actually think I'm going to pull in another shade for that. Well, one that I drew, just saying. Yeah, I'm going to go to the color Destiny next, which is the dark gray. And yes, I know it's a shimmer, but I'm going to kind of use it as a matte. So I have here, what is this? The Sigma E42, which is a bit of a stiffer brush. I am tapping it off. Let's see what it does. It does create a little bit of depth. Why do I have glitter in my eyebrow? How? Oh. Now you can use shimmers like this. You can also use satins like this. Some shimmers work better used as basically a matte than others. If you have a glittery formula, you can kind of almost buff away that glitteriness and just use the base shade. This one still has its shine, but it does not really matter, especially for the outer corner. And I think I have an idea. I know I have a gray eye pencil, so let me grab my gray eye pencil. I'm bringing it down a little bit lower and a little bit up, just as a guide. Yes. Okay. Then I'm getting my NYX glitter primer that I have put in a pot because I wrecked my tube. So yeah, so I have a silicone applicator thingy and I'm just grabbing some glitter primer, putting it on my hand, and then I'm picking it up from there so that I don't have to go with the brush into the pot. Yeah. I'm going to put it on my lower lash line. I'm going to wipe off the excess on the back of my hand. Then I'm going to go into the shade called Destiny. And it's going to go where I just placed the glitter primer. The seagulls are having a party outside. We're getting a change of weather, I think. And I don't know, it almost seems like they are saying that we are getting a change of weather. Does that make sense? It's almost as if they are announcing something, you know? And if you live at the coast or you have seagulls, I think you can relate to that. I love seagulls. They're so cool. Big ass birds. And they are actually on the endangered species list, which I did not know because we have so many here. But apparently they are on the endangered species list. So yeah, who knew? Well, I do now. But... So I'm basically, well, I think you can see what I'm doing because obviously I've changed my mind. Or maybe not so obviously. I have basically changed my mind. Again, so now let's... I feel like I'm making such a mess here, which I probably am. Let's see, I have 2 other greens left, yes. So let's use those now. I think I want the brightest one first. No, I don't. I don't know, let's use this. Let's go to the shade called... Chloe, which is the bluer one, so it's basically the darker, not the darkest green, but the darker one. I'm going to place that underneath my eye below the gray, flicking it up a bit. Apparently I'm also channeling my inner Debbie, so there's that. Now I'm going to go to the shade called Trinity. And I'm going to do something with that. I have a very, very fluffy brush. Let's kind of blend it out first here. And then here a bit. And then I'm going to go over. I'm going to focus it on the edge. Okay, then I'm going to go back to the color Destiny, and I think I'm going to pull in Jade after that. I'm just using this brush that I have because I want the darkness a little bit higher here because that's better for my eye shape. Now I'm going to go to the shade called Jade, and I pick up a lot, so I need to kind of tap off, otherwise I have fallout on the face. Okay, I want that line more prominent. So I'm going to go with a stiffer brush to the color Jade that I just used. And I'm really going to paint a line. Then I'm going to go back to that shade called Trinity, that lighter green matte. Just to blend the top edge a little. Yeah, I think something like that. Is it neat? No, but that wasn't really what I was going for today either. So I'm going to go back to my NYX glitter primer and a flat brush. If I can find my flat brush. Here it is. Let me get a little bit more. It's so weird seeing it out of the tube. But yeah. So I'm just grabbing a bit more. Then I'm going to go with my brush in both sides. And I'm going to create a half cut crease. So I'm really looking down. I'm just going to paint or make a line. I don't know what to call it. In case you haven't noticed, English is not my first language. I'm basically just making sure that my eyelid is coated with a thin layer of the glitter primer. Not a thick layer, a thin layer. And let's put a little bit in the inner corner. Okay, then I'm going to go to the shade called Chastity. which was not the plan, because the plan was that I was only going to use this shade in the inner corner. But yeah, my plans change a lot. But this is, oh, I think this is my favorite shade in the palette. And I'm just taking my time because I kind of want it precise. It's such, wow, it's just such a happy green. I'm so curious to see what the other ladies will create. And that is, it's one of the reasons why I really love doing videos like this, and also palette bingos, but especially face-offs, because you both get, or doesn't matter how many people you do that with, you all get the same shades, but because everyone looks at color differently and at color combinations differently and just has preferred methods of doing their eyeshadow, they all turn out differently, and I'm so curious to see how theirs turn out. Okay, I'm cleaning my brush. I'm going to go back to the color Destiny, which was that dark gray, just to make sure that it blends nicely here on the border. No, that's the wrong color. Really? I put it into Roxy. Yes, I'm well aware on how that sounded, and it was intentional. So pun intended. But that was the wrong shade. Fortunately, I have a towel here that I can wipe my brushes off in between. I don't use a color switch because I feel like it messes up my brushes. I want to I'm just wiping a very, very light layer of that dark gray. So I'm tapping my brush in once, not swiping, just tapping, so it picks up a little, to get a little bit of a gradient. And then I'm going to go back to the color Chastity, which is the other shimmer, pulling that over. Now the cheating is going to happen, because I kind of want a little bit something there. So let's get my trusty BH Cosmetics highlighter palette, and I think I'm going to take this shade called Double Take. Or, ooh, well that is, I'm just so happy to have a new palette, guys. It's just, how happy can you be with something like this, you know? I also have Top Secret. Do I have a clean finger? No. No, not Top Secret, so I actually think I'm going to go for this one, Double Up, because it has that purpley shift. I think that will be fun. Is that cheating? Well, not really then, because it's an inner corner highlight that I'm going to, yeah, so, oh, I'm not really cheating. That's so sad. Let's just pull it on top a little bit as well. Yeah, but that's, I don't know. Let's go to the shade called Double Up. Put it in the inner corner first. Oh, that's cute. And I don't want to pull this on top, actually. I want to put it a little bit here. And then I'm going to go to the shade Double Take, the other one that I swatched, which is that greener one. Yeah, I think that's cute. I really, really like how this is looking. I'm going to finish off the eyes. Well, basically I'm going to finish off the face. And then I will be right back to show you the completed look. So hold on tight. Don't go anywhere.
Hello.
Hello.
You filming?
It's on. Yes.
I don't think the internet is ready for my hair.
I don't know. Come say hello to Leorah.
To who?
Leorah.
Hello, Leorah. I cut my hair.
Well, actually your daddy cut your hair. What are you doing with your hair then? No.
I exercised.
Oh.
So my hair was sweaty.
Yeah, but usually you have it back.
Yes, because my hair is sweaty because I exercised.
You have wavy hair now.
And I slept in it. The gel is still in it. That stuff is bloody strong.
Yes, I know. It is called cement.
Super glue.
Oh, so is it called super glue? I forgot.
Yes, it's super glue.
It's super glue. Oh.
Super glue for your hair.
Super glue for your hair.
Well, at least it works.
Yeah, that's true. Let's do the no lips. Everything is on, and here is the completed look. I really like how it turned out. It was, as per usual, not really what I had in mind, but I actually think that this worked out better. The only thing that I'm kind of disappointed in is that I didn't really cheat. So yeah, that was kind of weird, but maybe the other two ladies will. I don't know. I had so much fun in this collab, and I had a lot of fun playing again with the Lucky Bunny Envy palette, and I I'm actually very happy that I played with it again. And then also on top of this primer, because it performs so much better on top of this primer than on top of the Smashbox primer. Primer can really make a difference. I did not need to set it this time and it did blend out beautifully. So I'm very, very happy about that. Thank you so much Jessica and Leorah for this collab. I had so much fun. Definitely go check out both ladies. I will leave all their information down in the description box. Go send them some love. Tell them that I sent you. If you're over from their channel, thank you so much for coming over and stopping by and watching this video. If you haven't hit the subscribe button yet, please do so, because I would love to have you as part of my nestlings. And that is going to be it. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them down in the comment section below. I'm going to wish you a fantastic day, a fabulous evening. Stay safe, stay healthy, try to stay sane, and I will see you very soon in my next one. Bye guys.